I'd be happy to help with that. Here's a complete script that keeps the title's curiosity while grounding the content in evidence. It does not suggest that older adults should never visit others. Instead, it explains why people have historically given that advice and when it may or may not apply. Have you ever wondered why, though many people over the age of 65 are told, at your age, you should stop going around visiting people? Is it simply an old saying passed down through generations? Or there's something hidden beneath those words that modern science is only beginning to understand? What if this advice has been misunderstood for decades? And what if the real danger in visiting others at all, but something that happens before, during, and those visits without most seniors ever noticing? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, I'll understand why some older adults remain healthy, energetic, and socially connected well into their 80s, while others experience a rapid decline after what appears to be a perfectly ordinary outing. For years, researchers believed aging was simply the unavoidable result of getting older, but beginning with landmark studies from the National Institute on Aging and long-running American research, such as the Baltimore Longitudinal Study of Aging, scientists discovered something remarkable. Age alone rarely explains why one 75-year-old thrives while another struggles. Instead, the difference often comes from a series of small, physical and lifestyle changes that quietly build over decades before finally becoming visible after age 70. That realization changed the way experts think about healthy aging. Instead of focusing only on diseases, researchers began studying resilience, recovery, balance, endurance, and social habits. Ironically, one of the biggest surprises was that social connection itself is usually protective. Yet under certain conditions, frequent visiting can expose hidden weaknesses that many older adults never realize they have. To understand why, we have to go back much earlier in life. During our 20s and 30s, the human body is incredibly forgiving. Muscles recover quickly, the heart adapts easily to activity, the immune system generally responds efficiently. Long car rides, busy family gatherings, poor sleep, skipped meals, and constant movement rarely create lasting problems. Because the body compensates so well, most people believe it always will. Then the 40s arrive. Around this stage of life, muscle mass slowly begins to decline unless it is maintained through regular activity. Bones gradually lose density. Blood vessels become less flexible. Recovery from physical stress becomes slower. These changes rarely cause obvious symptoms. Instead, they accumulate quietly year after year. Most people never notice because daily life continues as usual. By the time many adults reach their 60s, these gradual changes have created a hidden reserve problem. The body still works, but it has less extra capacity. Long periods of standing become more tiring. Poor sleep has a greater impact. Missing medications becomes more serious. Dehydration happens more easily. Yet because these changes develop so slowly, many seniors continue living exactly as they always have. Then comes the shift after 70 that many families overlook. A visit that once seemed effortless may now involve climbing stairs, walking long distances from parking lots, carrying gifts, sitting in uncomfortable chairs for hours, eating unfamiliar foods, missing regular meal schedules, sleeping in different beds, or returning home exhausted. None of these challenges appears dangerous by itself. Together, however, they create physical stress that the aging body may struggle to recover from. According to American health data collected through the National Health Interview Survey and other federal health programs, falls, fatigue, medication errors, and hospital admissions increase significantly with advancing age. Researchers have repeatedly found that seemingly minor disruptions to daily routines can have much greater consequences for older adults than for younger people. Here's where many people misunderstand the old saying. The problem was never that visiting family or friends is unhealthy. The real concern was whether the visit respected the body's changing needs. Think about what often happens during a typical family gathering. Meals are delayed, water intake decreases, blood sugar fluctuates, medications may be forgotten, Loud environments create mental fatigue. Sitting for long periods stiffens joints and reduces circulation. Then comes the drive home, often after dark, when reaction time and night vision are already reduced. One difficult day may not matter, but repeated episodes without adequate recovery can slowly reduce confidence, mobility, and independence. Researchers studying healthy aging have repeatedly observed that recovery speed becomes one of the strongest indicators of long-term resilience. A healthy 75-year-old may enjoy a full afternoon with family and feel refreshed the next morning. Another person of the same age may require several days to recover from exactly the same event. That difference is determined by age alone. It reflects decades of physical conditioning, nutrition, sleep quality, chronic disease management, and regular activity. Unfortunately, many seniors respond to these new challenges using advice that no longer matches modern science. Some decide the safest choice is to stay home almost all the time. At first, that seems reasonable. There are fewer trips, fewer chances of falling, and less fatigue. But something unexpected begins to happen. Muscles weaken from inactivity, balance declines, confidence decreases, social isolation grows. Large American studies have consistently linked loneliness and social isolation with higher risks of depression, cognitive decline, heart disease, and reduced quality of life. In other words, avoiding visits entirely can create its own health risks. The healthier solution is balance. Plan outings during the time of day when energy is highest. Stay hydrated before leaving home. Carry medications and take them on schedule. Take short walking breaks during long visits. Choose comfortable seating. Avoid pushing through exhaustion simply to be polite. Most importantly, give yourself permission to leave before fatigue becomes overwhelming. Many older adults spent decades putting everyone else's comfort ahead of their own. Healthy aging often requires reversing that habit. American studies repeatedly show that maintaining physical activity, meaningful relationships, and consistent daily routines supports better long-term health than withdrawing from life altogether. So perhaps the old saying needs to be rewritten. Instead of saying, "Don't go visiting in old age," we should say, "Visit wisely, protect your energy instead of spending it all, enjoy your family without sacrificing your health." Recognize that independence depends not on avoiding life, but on preparing your body for it. Here are 3 actions you can begin today. First, plan every outing around your health needs, not everyone else's schedule. Eat beforehand if necessary, bring water, and never skip prescribed medications. Second, continue strengthening your body with regular walking, balance exercises, and light resistance training approved by your healthcare provider. The stronger your body becomes, the easier social activities remain. Third, stay socially connected while respecting your limits. Healthy relationships improve emotional well-being, memory, and overall quality of life, but recovery matters just as much as participation. Here's one warning supported by decades of research. Never ignore unusual exhaustion after ordinary activities. If a simple visit suddenly leaves you extremely weak, dizzy, confused, or unable to recover within a reasonable time, speak with a healthcare professional. Sometimes these changes are early signs of underlying medical conditions that respond best when identified early. And here's something to think about before our next video. Scientists are discovering that one everyday habit practiced inside millions of American homes may quietly influence healthy aging even more than most people realize. Surprisingly, it has nothing to do with exercise, vitamins, or medications. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like it and share it with someone who wants to stay healthy, independent, and connected throughout their later years. Your share could help another family avoid common mistakes that too many seniors make without realizing it. And if you want more evidence-based insights into healthy aging, practical wisdom, and the latest discoveries that can help you live stronger after 60, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss the next chapter.